Ricky reports they're outside the Marion Tribute House where U.S. Representative Dwight Evans just wrapped up a town hall meeting with his constituents here in Lower Merion Township. At his first town hall in Lower Merion, Dwight Evans was met with applause from his fellow Democrats at the Marion Tribute House. Evans is a first-term congressman representing Pennsylvania's 2nd District, which includes Lower Merion as well as parts of North and West Philadelphia. The event, held Monday night, allowed members of the community to ask their representative questions, most of which concerned Donald Trump and health care. At the conclusion of the meeting, I had the opportunity to speak with Representative Evans to talk about issues important to high school students. My first question regarded the cost of college. Representative Evans, the cost of public education in the country has continued to rise. What can the government do, the federal government do, to curb those costs to make it easier for people to attend college?
Well, I think that at the end of the day, there's a number of things that we can do in terms of higher ed. Like find ways to make sure the first couple of years are free. That's one of the things we should try to do. The second part of it is the education is extremely essential to move the country forward, but also to protect our democracy. Because an educated voter is extremely important as we try to have a better society. So as I said to you, try to have the first 2 years of school be free. And the way that you can try to pay for that is through a financial transaction tax. Through transactions that would pay for it. The other element that we got to understand is education is very important to our democracy, and we need to make sure that the citizens are there and knowledgeable.
Are you saying it should be free for which schools?
Basically, it should be free. The first 2 years of community colleges should be free.
Okay. In Lower Merion and across the nation, there's been a movement against standardized testing. I wanted to know your thoughts on the issue, high-stakes standardized testing.
Well, I think that it should be more than just testing. I think it should be all around. Testing should be one part of it, but testing should not be the sole determining factor in terms of if a student moves forward.
During the election, a lot of young people became very interested in the ideas of Bernie Sanders, who is far to the left of most Democrats in Congress. I want to know, do you think that that is the future of the Democratic Party, moving farther to the left?
That's a good question. I don't know if it is, but what's most important is that Bernie ideas, like Hillary Clinton ideas, like Tom Perez and Keith Ellis, that we all come together because we're better and stronger together when we work together. And I think that we need to have young people. I think it's important for folks like yourself to be involved either in the media, public office, run for office, whatever, because this is your democracy, this is your future, and this is what we're fighting for. We're fighting to have a society that is inclusive, that has everybody has a chance, and that's what we want to have, a better society.
Education has been, in at the federal level, has come into focus, especially with with Betsy DeVos, the Education Secretary. I wanted to know what your thoughts are on the future of education in this country.
Well, I believe that we have to make sure education, particularly pre-K, school, elementary school, kindergarten, those are extremely essential. Public education is the best idea that as a country we have come up with, because you don't have to pay for the education. And I think it's important that we maintain a system that works for everybody and that we have everybody included. No matter what your zip code is, we need to make sure everybody's included.
Reporting from the Marion Tribute House for HHS TV, I am Ricky Reports.